All right, Mr.Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? This is something. And we're going to talk about it in depth. So, during the Lakers-Celtics game, the Lakers are awful. They're awful. And, you know, like LeBron doesn't have the three young guys that he was counting on. Lonzo's gone, Ingram's gone, Kuzma gone. This is a disaster. The Los Angeles Lakers are a train. I got to do a video on the Lakers being a complete disaster. I only got a couple weeks to talk about them because they'll be home for the summer. They'll be swimming soon. They're going to go fishing really soon. All right? But something happened during this Lakers-Celtics game. First quarter, I believe. Early in the first quarter. Commentating team, to me, the best in the business right now. Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson and Mike Green. I love them. Love them together. It's phenomenal. Now, I was under the mindset that Jeff Van Gundy would be a potential candidate for the Los Angeles Lakers position. Clearly, I was wrong after this comment he made during the game. Clearly wrong. He's definitely not considering that job. He said this, and it's definitely big on social media. It's going to be big in news outlets today with morning headlines and debate shows, right? He was talking about the Lakers. He said, I think in the offseason they need to rebuild this roster. And to me, it could be a trade for Anthony Davis, or I think they need to explore trading LeBron James for as much as they can. So I want to throw out there a couple of numbers in regards to LeBron. He did miss about 20 games this season with a groin injury. He's 34 years old. And he averaged 27, 9, and 8. Now, I'll be the first to admit to this. I watch a lot of Laker basketball. As of late, I've kind of turned it off because it's pointless. It's just LeBron stat stuff, and then they're losing by 20 points every game. But I'll say this. A lot of LeBron's numbers, even before the injury, were meaningless this season. And I wasn't accustomed to LeBron having meaningless stat games. Like, he could go get you 25, 27 in his sleep. But, you know, some of those assists don't have the impact that they used to. Some of those points don't have the impact that they used to. A lot of those shots that he's making are end of shot clock bailout threes, which again get you 3 points. But as a defense, to me, it doesn't change anything, right? If I'm a defense, I don't want LeBron at the rim because he's still super strong, super tough to defend at the rim, right? I don't want LeBron getting to the rim if he makes a 27-footer to beat the shot clock buzzer. I'm fine with that. If he goes one-on-one with DeAndre Ayton or Karl Anthony Towns at the perimeter and decides to pull up for a jumper instead of attacking the rim, I'm fine with that. You want to know why? It's not making me change anything defensively. That's what I want. If he's not going to put the pressure on the defender, on the big, to now try to move his feet laterally and defend him, I don't care if LeBron makes 30 foot. And he's doing a lot of that at this point in his career, just stopping and settling with that jumper. And look, man, he's been in the game for 16 years. All right, we can't expect him to attack the rim the rest of his life. It's just not how the human body works. That's not how Father Time works. I get it. At some point, injuries. At some point, the body's going to catch up with you. But if he still looks at himself as the best in the game, and if he's trying to be a #1 on a Lakers team that will contend for a championship in the near future, if he's not putting pressure on defense, you're not doing anything to my game plan. With him settling that jumper, I'm doing everything again. And that's what a lot of teams have done to LeBron. Switch the big on him and let him work out and stay on that perimeter and settle for that jumper. And if I can have my 7-footer stay with LeBron enough to force him into a jumper, he can make it or miss it all night. If LeBron beats me on 12 jumpers, I'm fine. I am 100% fine. As long as he's not attacking the rim, getting and-ones, attacking the rim, making plays for others. He didn't have the shooting that he, is accustomed to having in the past. So that might be a reason why he settled for those jumpers instead of attacking the rim and then kicking it out to a guy that can't make an open jumper. So I'm just saying, with all that being said, man, I'm settling with LeBron's making 3-pointers. Fine. That ain't been the thing that's made him one of the greatest to play this game throughout his career. Here's what I'll say though. Jeff Van Gundy insinuating that the Lakers should consider trading LeBron James is absolutely blasphemous, and I'll tell you why. This is a real league with real players. This is not playing NBA 2K. Right now, I'm doing my career mode on NBA 2K. If you ever played 2K, you understand that you can influence a trade in my career mode. This summer, I might influence my Lakers to trade LeBron James for Kevin Durant. I might try to do that, right? I might try to get my Lakers to go after Kevin Durant for LeBron. Kevin Durant fits more with my career player than LeBron does. No harm, no foul. It's a video game. It's not like LeBron has enough personality on the video game to now tell other guys, yo, the Lakers did me dirty. You know, freaking DeMarcus Cousins is not going to be looking at, yo, dang, they did LeBron dirty. I'm not going to go join that team. It's a video game. This is real life what we're talking about, where people matter, relationships matter. If you go into this offseason and consider trading LeBron James, first and foremost, this is the most influential athlete we've seen since Michael Jordan, maybe even more influential from a business standpoint and an impact on the league than Mike, right? People are going to see it. It's going to be the biggest headline. It'll be the biggest talked about thing if the Lakers trade LeBron James after he committed to you guys 4 years. No trade. He don't have a no trade clause. If there is no player option after the first year, second year. This is a commitment, a real relationship. LeBron has said, I trust in the Lakers with all thine heart, right? That's going to look very bad around the league. Guys are going to talk. And guys are going to say, man, this organization sucks. Ain't no loyalty with these dudes. They loyal to, you know, their loyalty is to the beholder. This guy gave everything. He committed to y'all. He left his hometown, Cleveland. He left, you know, he did all this for y'all. He put it all on the line. He didn't have to do that for y'all. And y'all traded him the first chance y'all got. Trust me, it would do more harm than good for the Lakers to trade LeBron James and to go young again. They better find a way to trade some of these young guys. Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram, if he's able to be traded. We don't know what the blood clot situation. You cannot trade LeBron James. If you trade a young guy, look, I know Magic promised some things to Lonzo Ball. He told Lonzo, please save me some records and all that, and LeVar's upset. It's one thing to turn on a young player that ain't really proven anything in this league. That happens every day. It's another thing to trade on one of the greatest players to ever play this game. Generally speaking, you don't trade that type of guy. They played it out with Kobe for those last 2-3 bad years, non-competitive years where nobody really wanted to play with Kobe. They have no choice but to play it out with LeBron. You do not trade, and I agree with Jeff Van Gundy a lot of the time. With this one, I think he's completely wrong. You do not trade LeBron James under any circumstance just because the aura, the talk around the league will be, this team ain't loyal to nothing. You know, and it's already, the player-owner relationship already ain't great, in my opinion, generally speaking. If that were to happen, oh man, it would be bad. And LeBron can't stop it. He doesn't have a no-trade clause. First time in a while. So I just would pause on that one. You got to find a way to bring a star in. You don't have a choice. You cannot trade LeBron. Not an option. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now,
Mr.Taliaferro.
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 Mr. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.